So to kick off our very first week, our very first writing assignment, I wanted to throw out a few pieces of advice for students who may not feel like they have a system for their writing yet. Just stuff that I do as a writer that kind of helps to keep me organized and helps to generate ideas. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is having a space or a place to write in that is sort of a special thing. For me, I've turned my living room into an office area, and so this is where I come when I want to work on my writing or if I'm working on my classes, things like that. But it's just my own little space, and I have it decorated the way that I like, and it's a nice place to kind of to be in and let those ideas gel. Another thing I really like to do, and many of my writer friends are this way as well, I like to use journals. I write on my computer as well, and it kind of just depends on my mood and what I'm working on, but when I'm coming up with ideas, especially when they're just new things that don't maybe have a shape or a form, but just stuff I'd like to explore, I use my journals. So, like I'll show you here, I have a ton of journals, and I keep them all on my desk, you know. And these can be anything, and you can pick these up at the dollar store, places like Borders, things like that. So I have tons of them, and I just usually grab whatever is closest. I carry small ones. I have little mini journals. I usually have one in my purse or in my school bag. I keep one beside the bed at night in case I wake up and I have an idea, because I know for me, and if you guys are writers too, you've probably had this experience where you get some great idea that you want to kind of work with and you think, oh, that's really awesome, I'm not going to forget that, but lo and behold, you forget it if you don't write it down. So when ideas come, even if you think they're stupid, if you think you can work with them or you'd like to explore them later, just jot them down. You know, you don't have to come up with full-fledged stories, but if you have a really great idea for a character or a setting or some type of plot, you know, if just something comes to you, just jot it down. And I think it's fun to kind of organize your ideas in some type of journal. But you don't have to, and that's kind of the biggest thing I want to communicate, is that writing is a personal experience for everyone. And so you have to come up with a system that works for you. You know, if you read our lectures this week, some key pieces of advice were given to you, like writing every time writing at the same time every day, just to kind of get into a schedule and to push yourself. There's also ideas for how to come up with story ideas, to develop characters if you're kind of stuck, because I mean, writing is it's a process. So, you know, it might take you 5 minutes to come up with some awesome ideas, but then actually fleshing that out and getting it into a full-fledged short story, that's going to take a little bit longer. If any of you guys get stuck and you need suggestions for how to develop stories and characters, of course, as I'm reading your assignments, I'm going to be offering that kind of feedback for you. But if you just, you know, reach out to me, you can call me, you can text me, email me, whatever, and just say, hey, I'm stuck. Here's what I'd like to do, but I don't know where to go from here. I'm a huge fan of coming up with little writing prompts and just kind of ideas to get the gears going. So reach out to me. I can throw some stuff at you to help you kind of move through the process if you're feeling a little bit trapped. So that's what I wanted to share with you for today. I'm really excited to see what you come up with for your first assignment. And we'll just kind of take it one day at a time. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the class.